Hello people of the internet, I am that guy that does movie reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Hell or High Water. Hell or High Water currently rests at 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb, has an 88 out of 100 on Metacritic, and a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's pretty good. Like, across the board, not bad. This movie is directed by David Mackenzie, and stars Chris Pine, Ben Foster, Jeff Bridges, and his name is Gil Birmingham. I forgot what his name was, and I'm really happy I just remembered that, even though I didn't remember it. It's right there on my notes. I'm not going to show you that, but... So, this movie is about these two brothers, played by Chris Pine and Ben Foster. Basically, they're robbing banks to make sure that the banks don't take away their family farm. And Jeff Bridges and Gil Birmingham play two detectives trying to catch them. And it's a western that takes place in modern times, and it's called Hell or High Water. Now, the best part of this movie, in my opinion, is the acting. All of the main characters are great, the side characters are great, the people with a line are great. It's just, everyone in this movie is just really good. And that's probably the best part of this movie. Chris Pine plays his character so well. I don't want to give anything away because I think people should see this movie. But Chris Pine is really good in this movie. Ben Foster, amazing. Jeff Bridges deserves an Oscar. At least nomination. Please nominate Jeff Bridges. Best part of this movie by far. But yeah, acting was beautiful. 10/10 IGN. Another thing that's great about this movie is the cinematography and just the visuals. It looks so real, and you can tell they didn't use really any CGI, or just they wanted to make a real movie like this could happen. It feels very realistic. The way it was shot, the way the visuals are, the way it's acted, like I said earlier, really good. That's like, it's one of the best shot movies of the year. At least like top 10. I say that I like a lot of movies are well shot, but this is really good. Now, its music. People who know me know that I used to like country music quite a bit. Now I do not. The music that's in here is old school country music, and I gotta admit, even though I don't like country music that much, it's pretty good. Like, it's not like another movie that I'm going to be reviewing later, like La La Land, where I'm going to listen to it non-stop. But for the movie that it was in, the soundtrack was fantastic, and pretty sure it was like 90% originals, which I thought was really, really cool. I love when a soundtrack goes original, a lot like Suicide Squad, another review that's coming up. But yeah, it's very original and very good. Now, getting its negatives is its direction. I felt it was very, very slow and dragged on quite a bit. I understand what they're trying to do, and there's a couple things I really liked about it, like cinematography, acting, all that fun stuff. But like, its direction is where this movie gets hurt. I just didn't enjoy it as much as some other movies. I mean, the scenes that are exciting, but the scenes that are slow are dreadfully slow, and I couldn't get back into it. It wasn't, I don't know, I don't know. I spent more time on my phone than I did watching the movie, to be honest. Another thing that this movie is just, outside of Birmingham and Jeff Bridges' characters, which while they're side characters, that they are the antagonist, but they are side characters because there really is no bad guy. They're good guys. They're all not that good people, except for, well, actually Jeff Bridges and Gil Birmingham are pretty good people, but they're the antagonist force. They're pushing against our heroes. Well, heroes. Yeah, I mean, other than those two characters, it wasn't that entertaining. that's one, like, direction and entertainment factor. It's just, that's where it gets hurt. That's where I have to dock it a lot of its points that really it could have been a lot better movie in the hands of a better director. I mean, like I said, there was some pretty good direction in this movie, but overall, it just wasn't. It was overall, like, everything comes back to bad. The director wasn't as good as the movie. If that makes sense. I'm not good at words. Now, the target audience for this movie, I would have to say, is people who like Oscar movies, like Oscar bait, because this is Oscar bait in its prime, and people who just like westerns. This feels like a western movie. It's like a modern western. That's another thing that's really good about this movie. It just feels gritty and like a western. Which, if you love that, if you enjoy that type of movie, this is made for you. But if you don't, then you maybe want to pass on this one. Unless like when it's Best Picture, which it won't. But yeah, that's the target audience for this movie. So overall, like I said on my Rogue One video, I'm going to start doing favorite part, my favorite aspect, my least favorite part, and my least favorite aspect. My favorite part of this movie would definitely have to be the climax. There's an epic, honestly epic, but it is a great shootout that's very tense and very good. The aspects, my favorite aspect of the movie is the cinematography. It's just really well shot and beautiful. My least favorite part was just like when there's so many there's so many scenes that just drag on way too long, and that could have been slimmed down to accumulate this long-ish runtime. I forgot how long it was, but yeah. And then my least favorite aspect of the movie would probably have to be the direction. I just felt that it wasn't well directed, and yeah. I'm going to give Hell or High Water a B. So, yeah, it's gonna get a B. That's my review for Hell or High Water. I hope you guys enjoy. Tomorrow, hopefully, as long as I don't have too much homework, I'm going to be posting a review for Popstar, Never Stop, Never Stopping. It's a really fun movie. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.